That's great! I am Teacher Lovely and I will be your facilitator for today's lesson. Are you ready? Wow! It seems that you are all excited. So, let's start! At the end of the lesson, you should be able to do the following. First, identify 4 types of conditionals. Differentiate the patterns and uses of the types of conditionals. Third, construct conditional sentences from a specific situation. And lastly, use conditionals in taking a stand. Before we begin our lesson, please take a look at these photos. What do you see? Okay, the first photo is a man wearing a face mask. Next are the people in social distancing. Third is a woman who has a very high fever. And the last one is the proper way on how to wash your hands. In this time of pandemic, what do you think will be the result if you do the following conditions? Aha! That's a great idea! Now, let me share with you what's mine. If I go outside, I wear a face mask. If I followed social distancing, I will be safe from the virus. If I had a fever, I will be isolated. If I had washed my hands, I would have gone to the hospital. In our life, we encounter many conditions with different results. And in the English language, we express these conditions through what we call conditional sentences or the if clause. The question is, when do we usually use conditional sentence? We use conditional sentence to explain what actually happens. What could happen? So a possible unlikely outcome in the future. When we talk about what we wish would happen. When you are imagining a different outcome for a present situation. And what might have happened. So, thinking about a different outcome that happened in the past. There are 4 types of conditional sentences. They are all similar, but they are not the same. They are also classified according to their specific implications. And each type of conditional sentence uses different tenses to show the difference in their implication. The 4 types of conditional sentences are zero conditional or the present real conditional, first conditional, real conditional, second conditional, present and real conditional, third conditional, the past and real conditional. Now, take a look at these sample sentences. If I get sick, I go to the doctor. If I get sick, I will go to the doctor. If I got sick, I would go to the doctor. If I had been sick, I would have gone to the doctor. Based from the given sample sentences, do they have something in common? Yes, of course. So now, could you please give their similarities? Very good. All of those sentences used are composed of 2 clauses. They are also separated by a comma. And they use the conjunction if. Just a little bit of reminder that we use conjunction to connect two ideas together in one sentence. Example, I have 2 dogs and a cat. I tried to hit the nail, but I hit my thumb instead. They could go to the party if they were older. All of these words are really important in grammar because it connects 2 different ideas together. And conditional sentences use if to combine 2 ideas together. Conditional sentence is composed of 2 parts. We have the if clause and the main clause. If clause is an event or a situation that must happen in order for the other thing to happen. So, the result can only happen if the if clause occurs. Example, if it rains tomorrow, we will not come. If it rains tomorrow is your if clause, and we will not come is the main clause. Now, let's have the formulation of each type of conditional. For zero conditional, we have the if plus present simple for your if clause and present simple for your main clause. For first conditional, if plus present simple for your if clause plus will and the verb infinitive for your main clause. Second conditional, if plus past simple for your if clause plus would and the verb infinitive for your main clause. And lastly, for the third conditional, if plus past perfect for your if clause plus would have plus past participle for your main clause. Note that if clause can either be the first or the second part of the sentence, meaning to say, you can start your conditional sentence with the main clause followed by the if clause, or start the sentence with the if clause followed by the main clause. The other term for zero conditional is present real conditional, and it is one of the easiest to remember because both ideas are in present simple tense of verb. For example, if I get sick, I go to the doctor. If I get sick is the if clause, and I go to the doctor is your main clause. We could also switch the 2 clauses. Say for example, I go to the doctor if I get sick. So here, you started your sentence with the main clause followed by the if clause. We use zero conditionals when we talk about habits, facts, and truths because we are not talking about any possibility but only facts. Do you want more examples? If you don't water the flowers, they die. If you boil the water, it evaporates. You get fat if you eat too much. Now, I want you to practice by finishing this phrase with the zero conditional. If the babies are hungry, what do you think will be the result? Very good. Let us then have the first conditional. Here, we talk about present or future probable case. In short, a possible and likely future outcome. First conditional is also known as the real conditional. Example, if I get sick, I will go to the doctor. In this sentence, there is a big possibility that in the future, I'll get sick. And if that occurs, I will probably go to the doctor. Here, we use if plus present simple for the if clause plus will and the verb infinitive form for the main clause. Remember, you could also have the sentence, I will go to the doctor if I get sick. Here again, you have your main clause followed by the if clause. Do you want to have another example? Alright, here it is. If Caroline and Sue prepare the salad, Phil will decorate the house. If Sue cuts the onions for the salad, Caroline will peel the mushrooms. Elaine will buy the drinks if somebody helps her carry the bottles. So now, it's your turn again to finish the sentence. If you go to the zoo, what will be the result? Very good! Let us now have the second conditional sentence. We use this when we want to imagine that the present original condition is different, a case that is unlikely to happen. Second conditional sentence is also known as the present and real conditionals. In the sentence, if I got sick, I would go to the doctor. So, this sentence is a hypothetical one. Do I look like sick? Am I going to the doctor? No, because it is a real situation. But to express this in English, we use if plus the past simple for the if clause and the word would plus verb in infinitive form for your main clause. So, the other sentence is, I would go to the doctor if I get sick. We use the modal word would to show that we are just imagining the result. Here are another sample sentences. If I played the lottery, I would get a chance to hit the jackpot. I would buy a lonely island if I find a nice one. If I owned a lonely island, I would build a huge house in it. Okay, it's your turn now to finish the sentence. In the sentence, if they invite us, what would be the result? Very good! There are a lot of different uses in the second conditional. We use this to give advice, to give reasons why we cannot do something, and generally, just imagining life differently. Now, we move forward to the last type of conditional sentence. The third conditional or the past and real conditional. We use this conditional to imagine a different past, different to the one that is actually happened. Example, if I had been sick, I would have gone to the doctor. We used if for the past perfect for the if clause and would have plus the past participle for the main clause. For its other form, I would have gone to the doctor if I had been sick. Just to be clear, in this type of conditional sentence, the if clause did not actually happen, but I am imagining the result if the past is different. So in this situation, was I really sick? That's correct. I am not really sick. I am talking about what could have happened in the past but didn't, and what I would have done if that really happened. Can you think of the time when this grammar structure could actually be useful? Fantastic! You are really great! We can use this conditional sentence when we regret something in the past, something that happened in the past, and you wish that the result was really different. Do you want another example? Okay, please take a look at this. If our team had won the match, they would have moved in the league. If the trainer had sent a substitute during the second half, the game would have become better. Our team would have been in a better form if they had trained harder the weeks before. It's your turn now to complete the sentence. If I had, what would be the result? Very good! It seems that you gained enough knowledge about the different conditional sentences. Now, let's have some more practice. Are you ready? Yes, of course. I want you to choose the correct verb tense for each type of conditional sentence. For zero conditional, for first conditional, for second conditional, and lastly, for the third conditional. Please be careful with the different tenses of verb for each type of conditionals. Are you done? Okay. So, what do you think? How many of your answers are correct? Let's see. The answer is, if you throw a piece of wood into the water, it floats. For type 1 or first conditional, if we save enough money, we will go on a vacation. For the second conditional, if we like to go shopping on a big city, we would charter a helicopter. And for the third conditional, if it had been a home game, our team would have won the match. So, what's your score now? That's great! Now, let's move forward to the last part of this lesson, which is your activity. It's entitled, Much Ado About What to Do. Here, I want you to create a bubble strips or comic strips to explain what you would say if given a chance to confront a person who violated the IATF guidelines or safety and health protocols for COVID-19. That is all about the different conditional sentences or the if clause. Once again, I am Teacher Lovely of the Malandan Center Integrated School, and I am happy to serve. Bye! See you again next time!